The learning target for this video is I can identify the end behavior of the graph. We're going to look first at our quadratic function. We don't talk about end behavior in terms of linear functions because they just continue to go on infinite bounds in both directions. But when we look at a parabola here, that quadratic function, because of its U shape, the end behavior of the quadratic function as it increases without bound is always the same as the end behavior as x decreases without bound. Okay, so what we mean by that is as my function here is increasing, so as I'm getting larger and larger, I'm increasing without bound. And as my x's are getting smaller and smaller, more and more negative, I'm also increasing without bound. And if I were to have a negative parabola, something that opened downward, it's the same principle. So as I'm increasing in my x's, I'm decreasing in my y's, and as I'm decreasing in my x's, I'm decreasing in my y's. So if you're going to increase as x increases, you are going to increase as x decreases, and vice versa. So in this case, since we have a graph that is opening upward, I'm increasing in both directions without bound. I'm going on forever in that y direction. Now my exponential function, if I look as x increases, okay, so as my x's are getting bigger, so as these are getting bigger, what's happening to my y values? Well, they just continue to skyrocket. They continue to go up and up and up. So the function continues to increase as well. As opposed to when x is decreasing in this case, as my x's are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, I see that that line is approaching the x-axis but never crossing it because that's where my asymptote is, on this line right here, that x-axis. So I would say that as x decreases, the function approaches the line y equals 0. You might also see it written as approaches the x-axis. That could be another way to write the same thing in this case. So end behavior, you're looking to see as x increases and as x decreases, what is happening to the values of your function, or those y values of the function. If you need more information on this topic, you can check out the Learning Target spreadsheet for additional resources, videos, and practice.